Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Making Millions Together. Today's topic is how to beat interest rates. Interest rates have been rising in US and in Canada for quite a few months now. So, the quick answer to how to beat high interest rates, the answer is there isn't a way to beat interest rates. We don't control it. There's nothing we can do to convince the banks or convince the government to lower the interest rates. So what options do we have? So today I'm going to be talking about, or let me, so one of my friends looked at my second video, Chris, I have mentioned his name in the past, and he said I still do quite a bit of in my video. So I'm going to be trying not to say a lot in my videos, but at the same time, I'm gonna take I'm gonna talk slowly so I can, regain my thought and think about what I'm gonna say next. So I will do this presentation on a little bit of slower pace. Going back to interest rates. So there isn't really a way. The short answer for our questions is there's nothing we can do to beat interest rates, but there are a few things that we can do. So we are ahead of the interest rates. We are actively trying to lower the effect the higher interest rates have on our finances. Let's list a few of those things. Credit card debt. Everybody has credit card debt. I myself also have quite a bit of credit card debt. Over the years, since I was very young, I carried a high credit card debt, but I got better and I was able to manage my credit card debt a little bit better. So if you are out there carrying quite large of a credit card debt, try to pay off your credit card first. As the interest rates go up, the overnight interest rates, I believe the term that they use, the banks, and that will eventually affect your credit card rates as well. For example, I was looking at a study from August 2022, and the average credit card interest rate in the US at the beginning of the year was 16.23%, and in August 2022, because of the rising interest rates, the interest rate now sits at 17.23%. So it's been going up. So if you carry a very large credit card debt, try to pay it off or take the advantage of the other institution credit cards. Sometimes they offer you zero interest rates from anywhere between 6 to 12 months. So take the advantage of that, because nobody knows how long these interest rates gonna stay high for. But we could hope that in order for the government to avoid recession, they will start bringing interest rates lower in next 10 to 12 months. So take advantage of those zero interest rates credit cards that are out there and transfer your balance over into low interest or zero interest credit cards. That will help you out. Take this opportunity. I know it's easier said than done, but take this opportunity of high interest rate and get yourself going to pay off the credit card debt. I'm also guilty myself of keeping a high credit card debt, but since the credit card interest rate has been going up, I am actively working towards paying down my credit card debt to zero and keeping it and just paying off the statements every time they come in within the grace period. Everybody, just like you guys, I use credit cards so I can accumulate those points. Those points are great, but they do come at a cost, believe it or not. Second point is mortgage. The mortgage by far is the house is the biggest purchase that we will ever make in our lifetime. And if you are on a variable interest rates and you're looking to purchase a new house, might not be a bad idea to talk to your bank and try to get some fixed interest rates if you it's time for you to refinance your house again, at the same time try to get some fixed interest rates. You really have to understand that the fixed rates that you will get between 3 to 5 years would be higher than the but if you're not willing to take any more risk uh, of Feds raising the interest rate again, get yourself into fixed rates. You don't settle for the one bank. The other banks, there are other banks out there. There's credit unions out there that will give you even better rates than the conventional mortgage conventional banks. So shop around. Don't settle for the same bank or the bank that you've been dealing with for multiple years. Third is savings accounts. The conventional banks, as I discussed in my previous video, the interest rates on the savings accounts is only anywhere between 0.2% to 0.3%. So these banks, even though interest rates are higher than they ever been in the last 20 years, the banks still don't want to give you a lot of interest rates or interest on the savings that they have for you. So shop around, credit unions or other small online banks. They tend to give you better rates. So if you are somebody like my mom, like my parents, those who are risk averse and you don't want to jump into stock market, you just want to have your savings close and in a financial institution where it's protected, shop around and look for those savings accounts that are giving you 3%, 4% interest rates. That's better than what the conventional banks are giving you. Again, stocks, stock market. If you're following the news, you'll know that stock markets have come down quite a bit. We were on a they were trading very, very high for past few years. They broke all the records, but in the last few months, stock markets have come down quite a bit. Don't quote me on it, but I think I read somewhere that it's back to the level when it was in 1970s. So it's an excellent opportunity to get into the stock market. Uh, Try out a few stocks that you like. If you are risk averse, try to get some financial institution stocks. Believe me, governments will never let the banks go out of business. So you are very safe, in my opinion, getting some stocks for the banks. Try out the stocks. Other safer stocks would be energy stocks. They tend to do pretty good. Uh, yeah, stock market I think would be appropriate at this time, so you can get ahead and make a little bit more than the interest rates. One thing that I want to leave you guys with, I think that the final point is, don't panic. If interest rates, they are, you know, especially in Canada where I'm from, interest rates have been all-time low for past 3-4 years. During COVID, they came down even lower. That's what flooded the market. I know a lot of my friends, I'm not that bold. A lot of my friends, they took out loans from conventional banks and they invested into the stock market at that time, take advantage of the lower interest rates and made more money, 6%, 7%, than what they were paying on their line of credits at that time. It was a great way. But even if you have lost a little bit of money into the stock market, or interest rates have gone up, don't panic. Interest rate have gone up, but they will come back down. We will be able to see, interest rate come back down, maybe not as low as they were back in 2020 during COVID, but they will come back down and we'll be able to get decent interest rates from the banks again. So if you like my video today, if you like what I have uh, presented, please like my video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you.